Hi, my name is Kristen Moran from Numi.com, the professional coach directory. Today I'm interviewing DeborahSkriloff from New York, New York. Welcome, Deborah. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you, Kristen. It's great to be here.
Deborah, can you start by describing for us your ideal client?
My ideal client is someone that instinctually knows that they're smart, they're capable, they're resourceful, they get it. And even to the outside world, it may appear that they've just got it all rocking, they've got it all together and everything's going on. But they are realizing that in one or maybe more than one area of their life, they are just not showing up the way they want to. Perhaps they're avoiding something, or they realize they're not playing at the level that they want to play, that they could be playing the bigger game and they're not doing it. And it may be beginning to affect their confidence in some areas, or there's feelings of overwhelm or stress. It may even feel debilitating in some way. And the key is that they're finding it difficult to get clarity around a solution. And in some respects, they've kind of taken a back seat in the direction of their own life.
Okay, and how do you help your clients achieve their goals? What's your process?
The entire process will really depend on the client in front of me. There is no one size fits all. There's no one set of steps is right for every client. Working with the president of a company who's also at odds with his board of directors, the work there is going to be different from working with, say, a biotech professional or a big industry professional or a banking professional who feels like they've hit a wall in their career. And having said that, the approach always begins with a conversation, a deep, significant conversation, which creates a safe space for that client to be heard. As people become more successful, they become more surrounded by people who will tell them what they want to hear or tell them what pleases them. A coach's job is to help them hear what they need to know and what they need to hear so they can get out of their own way and move forward more powerfully.
Definitely. And Deborah, what kind of feedback do you typically get from your clients after you've been working together for a while?
The best way to explain it is freedom. They're free from the inertia. They're free from blaming themselves all the time, and that they just need to learn some skills to support them in moving forward. So, letting go of that, letting go of the need to be perfect. The best thing for me is if I can wake up in the morning and go, man, I am so glad I get to be me today. And if I can do that for a client, to have them wake up in the morning going, by golly, I get to be me today. Not I have to be me today, not I've got to live this day, but I get to be it. I get to be me. If I can support a client in getting to that point in their life, well, life is really good.
That sounds fantastic. And finally, what's your background and how do you get into coaching?
I got into coaching almost accidentally, but it is something I always was interested in. I was always interested in self-improvement and self-development and how people think and how come one person, how come we're composed so similarly and yet our lives can take such great trajectories. And as passionate, though, as I am about honing my skills and the experience I've had in corporate America and in my own business and in training and that I've received and certifications and like in personal effectiveness and self-government and fear mastery and strategic interventions, as much of that, it's all been great. It's given me lots of tools and lots of skills and lots of things I can use to help my clients in their own progress, and that's wonderful. But I think what I bring even more that helps my clients is the realities of my own personal life, that I've been in a career that I've completely screwed up and been fired and been able to take that and turn it around and instead create a career where I've been really successful and done very well, and to the point of being chosen by the vice chairman of a Fortune 100 company to be the director of his coaching program for his senior executives. So there's, this full spectrum of that sort of professional success and failure that I've had the opportunity to experience. And also just in my own life, I've raised 3 daughters. All of them are very different personalities, all of which, anyone that's been a parent understands this. They're so different, and you've got to navigate that and support them in becoming this full, whole, total, independent human being that is then able to leave home and have their own life and be successful. That there's so much invested in that, and that's quite the process with its own successes and failures, and ultimately relief and success. And then there's, and I've been married for 23 years, and that's been the most important relationship of my life. And, having someone that you've made that commitment to be a companion with through your life, navigating that is, I think, the biggest personal growth anyone ever goes through. And that brings a lot to the table as well. And I'm excited to support people with that because that's been one of the greatest joys of my life as well.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for your time, Deborah. It's been a pleasure.
It has been my joy and my honor. Thank you so much, Kristen.